Hello folks, it's me again, Ghost Critic, on a Saturday kind of early evening, waiting for a few friends to come round, and I just thought I'd do a quick kind of vlog video. I don't often do these because I find I do tend to start rambling because I'm not scripted. I don't have any notes or anything that I've made, you know, like from my review shows or my ultimate graphic novel videos or my long box history videos. I've always got a few notes on those, but this is kind of off the cuff, so I apologise in advance. This is a bit of a hodgepodge affair. I'll be talking about all kinds of stuff that's been going on, and watching a few people's videos of late, I think I'm not the only person who is particularly feeling like this at the moment. And for want of a better word, we all seem to be in a bit of a funk. And not the good funk type affair. This is a funk. Anyway, I've been to the comic book shop this morning. So this is what happens when I'm unscripted. I forget everything completely. But I did go to the comic book shop this morning, and it certainly lifted my spirits a little bit. I was in there for about an hour and a half, I think, which is not something I normally do because I don't really have that time to spend in there. But this morning I just thought, I'm going to get out of the house, I'm going to go to the comic book shop, and I'm going to buy some comics and hopefully cheer myself up a bit, even if it does cost me money, which it did. So I'll start off with a kind of haul. This includes stuff I've bought from eBay and from the comic book shop. Oh, just as a reminder, if I got it up there, yes I have. Oh, sorry. I got a bit worried. Everyone was saying, where's your Animal Man review? Where's issue 10? And I thought, it wasn't on my pull this week. He didn't give it to me. Oh, well, there was an annual last week, so maybe they delayed it by a week or a month, because that came out. But no, that wasn't the case. He just forgot to put it in my pull list. But fortunately, yes, I've got my issue 10 of Animal Man. I haven't had time to read it yet, so I can't say what I thought about it. If it's worth a review, I'll pop it on the end of next week's. I certainly haven't given up on Animal Man and dropped it. This is one of my top books, and thoroughly recommended for anyone watching right now. So, let's pick up. Couple of eBay, well, I say a couple, an eBay pickup. It was part of a lot that had 2 books with it. I already had one of them, but the price I paid for both of them I would have paid just for the one I wanted anyway. So basically I've got another issue of Commandy, and that's issue 21 to add to my collection, which is growing. Definitely want to make sure I get the Kirby issues at least, which I'm doing really quite well on now. I don't think I've got many more, maybe 10 at the most left to get. I also, in it, there was issue 24, but I already have that issue. While they're both not in the greatest of nick condition, the first one I had, I can't remember if Scott, did you give me this one? Well, there was some spine damage on the side. Not that that kind of thing worries me. I just want the comic book because I want to read the comic book. I think I've said previously, as long as it's not like got huge tears or pages missing, then I can quite feel content with a bit of spine damage. But this one that I got in the eBay lot myself, it's still not in the greatest condition, but there's less spine wear on it. So I basically got 2 issues of Commandy issue 24. So that was my eBay haul. Then while I was in the comic book shop, I picked up some bits and bobs which to fill in gaps for series that I've been collecting for years, and just some odd little bits. And an odd little bit was this. It's not in the greatest of condition, but it was a nice cheap price, and it just kind of intrigued me. The cover was fun. It is issue number 47 of The Black Hood, Man of Mystery, from DC. Is it DC? Oh, see. Yeah. I don't even know. Mighty Comics presents. I don't even know who published this. I bought it purely from the cover, but it intrigued me. So, and it was really cheap. It was £2, so that's not really a great deal of money. And like I said, I was in the mood to spend. From Avatar Press, again, I haven't opened this yet, but the cover was just looked really good. It is Night of the Living Dead, issue 1. I think that's a really, really great cover. They won't stay dead. Issue 14 of Spider-Man. I'll pick these up if they're an affordable, cheap price. I'm not going to spend silly money for these, so my Spider-Man collection will... this is the McFarlane run from the 90s. Like I said, if they're an affordable, cheap price, I'm not going to pay over the odds for these. I'll pick them up as and when. So, yeah, issue 14. Filling up my gap of the New Avengers, issue 20. The Magneto cover. This was the series that came right after Disassembled. Now with this, I've only got one more to get, and I'm sure it's issue 17. I'm sure it is, and then I'll have completed that run. So again, trying to complete a Swamp Thing run. This was the Vertigo title from 2005, 2006. So I've not got many more of those to pick up now. This is pre the reboot. Then to fill in some gaps of my X-Force run, this is the original series from the early 1990s. I've got X-Force issue 9. Issue number 33. And with issue 33, I now have a complete run from issue 1 to 75. And I've probably got about 20 comics left of the series, of the original series, until it's fully incomplete. So I'm quite happy about that. And X-Force issue 82. Filling in a gap of my run of X-Men until I stopped. I can't remember when I stopped collecting X-Men. It's many, many years ago now. But I want to at least complete the run that I've currently got, and that's X-Men number... Oh, sorry about the glare there. Issue 44. And of course, for me, it wouldn't be a comic book haul if I didn't get some Fantastic Fours. Nothing particularly exciting here. These are just filling in gaps again from the 90s. We've got Fantastic Four issue 271, 272, issue 273. 283, and last issue 345. So that was the haul. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, of course. Now, like people who've been... Oh, sorry, camera dropped. It's all going wrong. Like I said, the last few weeks been a bit of a funk. Everything's so serious at the moment. The fun's gone out of life at the moment. And I don't feel as though I've been commenting as much on everyone else's videos. I've been watching them, guys, I really have. I'm not gonna forget about any of you. I just haven't been in the kind of mood to put a comment on there and to really kind of make a statement, whatever. But there are a couple of people that I really should have done. Cap and Cummins, congratulations on your 100th video. It's a great achievement. I remember my 100th video last year, and you know, you feel proud about yourself, you do, because it is 100 videos. That's a lot of time and a lot of effort for one person to put into these videos. And here's to another 100, man. Always enjoy watching them, and I'm sorry I just haven't been adding comment on it, but congratulations nonetheless. But want to say, Scott Custom Bromstar, get well soon, mate. I'm lucky enough to get to chat to him and message him on Skype a lot, and I just know that this guy, he's a very, very special friend to me on YouTube. I'd never thought I'd meet someone as kind, as generous, as patient as Scott, and he is just one of the great guys on YouTube who I just look up to and would aspire to have his collection. But I know things have been rough for you, Scott, over the last, well, for the time. But you're always in my thoughts. I only hope and wish that, you know, things are going to get better for you for the rest of the year. I wish there was something I could do. I really do. But nonetheless, this morning I've had a great time watching your Blue Monkey review videos on all those DVDs. I just made myself a big mug of coffee, sat down and spent like an hour or so just watching you showing off those DVDs, and they were just great. There were some series, and they're like British TV series that I've never even heard of before, but there was certainly some good stuff there. The whole Twilight Zone-esque kind of British creepy TV series that you think we do so well. But yeah, so get well, Scott, and good things should come to you and will do. What else? I finally finished Captain Britain, A Crooked World, and it was amazing, which is a little ironic given all the controversy going on at the moment, but enough of that. I'm over it. It's been and gone. And when I was saying about everything being serious at the moment, I just feel like that, I mean, that's just life in general. Sometimes it can get really serious. And it's like your hobbies that should cheer you up, buck you up. But even comic books, they're so serious at the moment. There's no... While I'm enjoying them, it's almost the point where I'm not having fun with them anymore. So I was so glad that this came. This is the next series, which I'm only just about halfway through of it, but it's Avengers Forever Part 1, collecting the first 6 issues. So much fun. So much fun. Puts a big smile on my face. It just reminds me of how much fun comics can be. I mean, it's not like the most in-depth, you know, storyline ever. It's a time travel kind of story. We've got different Avengers from different times in the Avengers' career, all coming together to battle kind of Kang Immortus. But it's just fun. It's pure comic hero goodness, and I just been sat down here on the sofa or tucked up in bed and falling asleep contented because I've just read a really fun, exciting comic book. And that's what it's meant to be about. let's lay off with the darkness. Let's lay off with being so serious. So yeah. I just wanted to mention this, which I showed off at the end of a review show a couple of weeks ago, I think. I picked this up for a steal because it's always interested me. I know there's a lot of talk around it, and Dave Sims' Cerebus series, this collects issue 125, and I started getting comments and I got a bit worried. I thought, oh no, I've picked up a turkey. But I think that's more to do with the much later issues and the kind of direction it took. But this is fun as well. I guess you'd call it, I don't know, a pastiche? A homage. It's not a skit or a parody, despite our main character Cerebus being kind of like this earth pig aardvark kind of character, but it certainly lends itself to kind of the 70s sword and sorcery comic books like Conan and Thongor and all those kind of Red Sonja. So it's kind of a homage. I mean, I don't think Dave Sims is mocking them in any way. I mean, your main character just happens to be this strange animal creature that no one seems to think is very odd, even though everyone else in the book are kind of like human beings as we would see them. But I've been having a lot of fun with it. I love the whole kind of barbarian, wizard, sword and sorcery genre anyway. So this has been a great joy to read. Taking this with me to work, reading it on the bus there and back and in my lunch hour. So yeah, there's some cracking characters in here. Elrod the albino is just a hoot. He just makes me laugh whenever. He's kind of a recurring character and he just makes me laugh all the way through. So yeah, I'm now glad and a bit more happier that that has filled expectations. So I've kind of rambled on a bit, like I knew I would. Like I said, I don't know, do you like these vlog type videos where I just ramble on and chat and don't really know what I'm doing, and I can do more? I thought I might do a new channel and just have these kind of vlogs on, but then I thought no, if I'm going to do them, I'll just stick them on here. So here's to next week, where hopefully comic books will be good to begin with. They won't confuse me, they won't annoy me. I might even have another Before Watchmen comic to review. I don't know. But that's it. I think I should go now. Start cleaning up for the visitors. Get some beer in. Yeah, that's it. Everyone, keep smiling. Have fun. I hope you're having a great weekend. Take care. Bye bye.